How's everyone doing out there today? I'm Dissonance. Thanks for tuning into my channel. We got a big one today. We're going to be full send on the Hothead deck of fates for Raphael and also the Titan event points to get April. Now, I know if you were trying for April and not necessarily trying for Raph, this event kind of sucks. Trying to get Titan points out of a deck of fates is an experience I don't ever want to have to live through again. For me personally, this time I'm going for both and things line up very nicely, but I felt that pain and I feel for you guys out there too. I also feel the pain of the decrease in point values from the soul stones. Of course, I was hoping, with Raphael being theoretically the least valuable of all of the turtles, that they might not try this, but it's Plarium at the end of the day. We kind of knew they were going to play to the exclusive part of this deal and of course make it cost more. So instead of the typical 44-ish Immortal Soul Stones, we actually need to go somewhere in the range of 56 or 57 if my math is correct. So we might as well just get started right here. I cleared out some space last night, but it's not going to be enough. So we'll do 40 and then we'll reevaluate. Here we go. Oh, I should talk about the wish list too. We'll go over that real quick after we see these. Get a 5-star War Mother. That was not on the wish list. Not what I'm looking for. 3-star Korrigar. I don't have him. A 4-star Yakarl is really nice. I'll take that. I'll show you what I got going on the wish list here. I decided to, because we're opening Immortals and the base level is 3-star, I decided to pick some of my most used champions that I only have 1-star souls on. Normally, when you're dealing with Mortal Soul Stones and the wish list, I would recommend using champions that you don't have any soul for, because you're likely to pick up a 1-star. In this case, even a 3-star would be a big upgrade for some of these. Of course, hey, obviously we want 6 stars, but on a realistic note, damage dealers really like 4 stars because of the crit damage. And a lot of our supports that need resistance or accuracy or both, in the case of somebody like Wixwell, 5-star would be a really, really important upgrade. So these are a lot of my PvE units. Of course, Lissandra does a little bit of both, especially potent in the arena, actually. But she is used in some of my PvE teams as well. So we're going to start with the PvE cornerstones, and when we start replacing them, hopefully, as we pick up some of these souls, we'll move into some of my arena champions. All right, here we go, back to summoning souls. Another 10 pull. Let's get another useful soul here. A mythical soul. It's a Crixia. I would definitely really love to pick up an Embreeze. I haven't pulled souls since I pulled my Embreeze. A lot of this is champions that we just don't have, unfortunately. No matter how good the soul is, it doesn't really help if we don't have the champion yet. So let's keep going. Haven't seen anything pop up from the wish list yet, which is not too surprising. It's not super helpful. 5-star Morag is big. This one's big. She's a damage dealer. 4-star Lady Mikage is going to be wonderful to hang on to for someday when I eventually get her. Let's see, anything else here? Nothing too exciting. Let's keep going. Got 10 more here, and then we'll check out the deck, see how many more we need to go. Lots of legendaries today. I'm pretty happy about that. Bloodfeather 3-star is okay. She's not a fantastic champion, but she is in my Faction War 21 team. So is Basher. Basher with 4-star would be okay. And a Garrel, which of course I do not have. Nothing crazy there, but a couple that we can use real quick. Yakarl, I'm super happy about. 4-star, big for the damage. And if the enemies have high turn meter, he doesn't need accuracy. But of course, in something like Fire Knight, he will. Morag 5-star is a huge, huge upgrade for me. I'm really happy about that one. I just finished her masteries and gave her some nice lethal gear, so getting some more damage on her is going to be wonderful. We're not putting one on Kira. Sorry. You are eventually going to turn into Lady Mikage. Look at that. We got a little bit of a achievement going on there. I have not pulled soul stones outside of my mortals for the 2x events. I have not pulled soul stones since before the Con Branch Breaker Deck of Fate, believe it or not, because that was my first time seeing a guaranteed champion Deck of Fate, and I knew I couldn't get that one. And even when Greco's Turndrake came around, I was just barely low on resources to guarantee getting that one, so I decided to pass, and it's paying off big time today. All right, I think we're gonna end up having to open, we're gonna have to open maybe 2 Eternals, maybe 3 Eternals. We're at 28,000. Let me see what I have available here. We got 6 more of these. Let's make a little bit more room. What do you know? All right, let's get rid of some of those. We made some more room. Let's get back to summoning. We got a single pull some Immortals here, and then we'll finish it off with the Eternals. Trying to save the Eternals if I can. Ooh, Sir Nicholas. I actually have this champion. That might make him a little bit useful. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't decided to rank him up yet. Too many other things to do. Cracklin, not on my roster. At least be able to turn that into some coins in the future. Frozen Banshee. I'm pretty sure I have that soul already. Ooh, an Apothecary 6-star. Now that's something a little bit spicy, not gonna lie. That could actually make my Fire Knight Hard team a lot better. Believe it or not, I'm running Fire Knight Hard 7 with an Apothecary. Sadly, the Cold Heart is not an upgrade on either of my Cold Hearts. Ooh, a Jirojin 6-star. That's one I might hang on to in case I ever get him. All right, let's double check the points real quick. Make sure we're not gonna drastically overshoot this. 2 Eternals should get us very close. Yeah, 2 Eternals. Normally I would try to save these. That's why I'm gonna save the 2 that are left over at the very least, because there's no special event going on for any of these soul stones. They're all standard rates. We're just using them as currency to get the deck done. I haven't hit anything, I think, off of the wish list yet, have I? Anything important? 5-star Trunda. No Trunda on the account yet. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. If it's an Embreeze, oh, it's a Nell. It's a Nell. I don't have any mythicals that are not named Embreeze, so that one will sit in the vault for a little bit. And yeah, like a couple of the little ones to get us close, and then I'll finish it off with the gear farming. I find that the gear farming in my limited testing earlier was getting me between 30 and 45 points from a super raid on Spider Hard 10, which means it's probably averaging just under 1 point per energy. I do have that energy drop from the compensation yesterday, so probably put that towards getting a couple 100 points. Drake. I don't even have a Drake. Not that I was necessarily looking for one either. Aaron something. Definitely definitely going into the fusion first before I decide to keep or build one. All right, just a bunch of little 1-star blues here, not anything exciting. More 1-star blues. The wish list been very disappointing today, not gonna lie. We got quite a few good ones that were not on the wish list, which is no surprise, to be honest. The apothecary, I'll definitely throw him up to 6-star. I still use him to this day, and he has been an excellent champion. One of the best rares in the game for sure. Oh, I don't even have him ascended, so I can't even throw that soul on. That tells you how much that I use him. Oh, look at that. We finished 40,000 points. We might have overshot it by 1 or 2. That's okay. That's okay. Here we go. So to open the deck, we have no pinned rarities. So we're going to have to get a little bit lucky if we want to get something, you know, out of these bonus rewards here. There's some pretty good rewards, not gonna lie, but the chances of getting them without pinned rarity, much lower, of course. I'm honestly, pretty much anything from Sacred Shard over, I'd be totally fine with. I think the lesser value ones here, of course, is like, I mean, 6-star Chaosaur is great, but it's still lesser value. These probably lesser value, and then Feast. Big chunk of gems though, Sacred, Mythical Book, Mythical Mats, all of those be very nice, but let's not put the cart in front of the horse. Let's go ahead and open some cards here. We need all of the wait a minute. I thought they said there was no pinned rarity. I could have sworn that's what the announcement said, but sure, let's pin some rarity. Okay. Why don't we? No rhyme or reason to why I'm pulling. I'm just pulling in a pattern. If you recognize the pattern I'm going for here before the end, drop it in the comments. See if anybody else gets it. All right, we get a pin here. There we go. We've got 2 blue ones already. That's not bad. A shard, we'll take it. We'll take it. Pin to blue again. Let's go. Who needs green rewards when you can get blue rewards? Oh, there's the purple. All right. We found the purple card first, so we're going to get the purple rewards. Let's go. Primal shard, not bad. We hit the corner. Oh, now we gotta start over. Okay, there it is. Purple number 3. Easy. Some essence. All right. It's not bad. It's just not great. We find the purple right away. That's huge. Oh, this is so big. 3 purples right in a row. Oh my goodness. We're on fire today. Mythical Mats. I'll take that and say thank you. Come on, let's get back to purple. There it is. Purple again. Might be able to get all, well, I guess we're pulling the whole deck, so we're going to get them all, but the only ones we're really wasting is green ones for the most part. Because we're finding the purple ones in pretty good proximity to each other. Oh, there's a blue one. Missing out on a blue one there. Back in the corner. We've done it. Okay, just a few pulls left. We only have 3 cards, so we're not getting another one. We're just getting the purple. That's okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, of course, we did get the what I consider the lower value rewards, but they're still rewards. And of course, we got the mythical mats, which is a high priority reward. You know, I'm definitely not going to complain about that. We got the achievement. That's my first full deck of fate completed. And what do you know? All of that is done. Raphael is in the portal. We've got Titan points, trying to keep up. I didn't do the entire hero's path, but I did slightly more than the lowest necessary to keep going, just so I'd have a little bit of wiggle room in the future. And let's take a look. I love watching the fragments unravel, so you can watch it with me. Let's go. Where is he? Where is he? Such a satisfying sound. There we go. We're not going to summon him right now, of course. He can stay there until the champion chase. I don't have Shredder. I expect to be able to get the rest of them if they're all guaranteed. Supposedly, Leo has been confirmed to be guaranteed, but we have yet to see what form that will take. If I was to happen to get Shredder, then I would need to pull Raph here, and then I'd be able to get the special reward. But the chances of me getting Shredder seem very, very low at this point, and that's just something I've come to terms with. Let's see, we also, just as a little side bonus, we have the double legendary event going on. Me and double legendary events, we don't get along so well, but I have a ton of ancient shards, so I'm going to give it 10 pull and see what happens. Maybe we get lucky, maybe we don't, but that's as far as I'm going to go with it. So here we go. Let's rip them. Why not? Why not? We got plenty saved up for the Leo event if it does need shards. No legendary here. Well, I wasn't expecting much. I'm nowhere close to Mercy, so we're just going to leave it at that. And we have a Deck of Fate complete. We're well underway on the Titan event. And yeah, stay tuned to see what happens next. I'm sure we'll have a, you know, some info on the Leo event maybe next week, maybe possibly the week after, but they can't wait too much longer. We only have until the second week of November before this event ends. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.